Hello everyone, I'm Seth with Exotic Motorsports, and this is our 2014 Porsche Cayman S. Car has 30,836 miles on it. It's in excellent shape. Front end does have fog lights and front parking sensors. Very minimal wear. There are a few rock chips that have been touched up. I do apologize for the wind as well. The weather here in Oklahoma has been very uncooperative lately, and I'm doing absolutely the best I can right now. A couple rock chips on the front lip. This is where most of the wear occurs. A couple touched up spots there. I will say that spot that I previously showed you where the paint had been chipped off, that's probably the most noticeable blemish on the car. And it's still relatively superficial if you ask me. The hood is unscathed, looks flawless. No chips across the hood whatsoever, none that have even been touched up. The hood looks great. On the front driver's side fender here, we do have this spot, but I do believe the rest of the fender is in great shape. No wear anywhere on there. Front driver's side wheel. No scratching or rash, nothing like that. The wheel looks awesome. Driver's side mirror looks really good. The plastic trim on the mirror does look a little bit faded there right in the center, but that's kind of nitpicking. I don't think that's anything that most people would notice, but for the sake of transparency, I did notice that. Small rock chip there in the front portion of the door. Small scratch there in the bottom. Very nice Porsche branding across the side of the door. Driver's side rear quarter panel. Very, very light scuffing here, right across the body arch, right here. You almost can't see it. I almost missed it, to be honest. Rear driver wheel. Excellent shape. There's one chip there and a little bit of rash right there. Super light. Potenza RE71Rs on the back, 265/40/19s. Going across the back end now. Looks great, has rear parking sensors. Super good looking car. Trunk compartment looks good. The rear hatch, there's no marks on there. No marks on the back bumper at all. It looks really good. Moving to the passenger rear quarter panel. Looks great, there's no issues there. Rear passenger wheel. There is some discoloration right here, but it's not very noticeable. You have to really get right up on the wheel to see that. Passenger door looks really good. Not seeing any flaws there. Passenger mirror, we just have one very small rock chip at the very bottom in the center. Other than that, it is perfect. Front passenger fender. You have one very small mark right there. Front passenger wheel, a little bit of marking there around the lip. A little bit of discoloration on the spokes there, but otherwise pretty good looking. We'll go ahead and walk around the car from a 1 foot distance to give you a better big picture idea of the overall condition of the car. It's easy to make the car sound a lot rougher than it really is when you're pointing out every flaw that it has. So when you're standing a foot away, the car honestly looks flawless. It looks like a brand new car, and with having just shy of 31,000 miles, it just about is a new car. It's been taken very good care of. The headlights look great as well. No rock chipping or anything on there. They look nice and clear. So let's get out of this wind and go check out the interior. So we have very nice black leather interior, one-touch driver and passenger windows, power adjustable mirrors. We do have manual seats, but the recline feature is powered. Twilight sensing headlights. Here's the condition of the seat before we go ahead and sit down in it. Driver's seat looks mint, no issues. Very nice WeatherTech floor mats as well. So there on the odometer, 30,837 miles. Our key here. Starts right up, no issues. No warning lights, no TPMS, check engine or anything like that. Here we have our stereo. Does have dual zone climate control with heated seats. Today is super cold, so I'm going to turn that on. You have Sport and Sport Plus driving modes, traction control. You have our active arrow button, which toggles the rear spoiler up and down, and of course auto start stop, so if you're in traffic it will shut the engine off to conserve fuel. Have our PDK gearbox, 7-speed automatic. Very nice clock there in the middle, which I think really gives it that signature Porsche look. The dash is in fantastic shape, not worn down from sun damage or anything like that. The dash looks great. Rearview mirror also in fantastic shape. Does have universal garage door remotes there. Front passenger seat looks awesome. No issues there. Passenger door panel also flawless. There's no marks, scuffs or anything like that on there. The interior of this car is in really good shape. There's no wear on the steering wheel. It does have paddle shifters and those are in perfect shape as well. Turn signal indicators, cruise control, wiper settings, and then the gauge cluster control stock. The markings on all of those are still very clear and intact. None of that's been worn off. Same with the window switches and mirror switches. So that all looks really good. Driver's side door panel looks excellent as well. No issues with that. So I will go ahead and show you the rear trunk, where there is kind of a special feature back here. So this car has what I would consider to be not quite a cage, but it's more than a roll bar as well. So it's almost like a partial cage back here to reinforce the chassis. And the car handles really, really well in the turns. I mean, with it being a Porsche, that's kind of a given, but I'd make a safe assumption to say this helps out quite a bit. Tons of cargo room back here. Unfortunately, anything affiliated with the engine is not accessible without depaneling. So this is not a very DIY friendly car, but you do have quite a large amount of added practicality to the vehicle by having the accessible rear trunk area. So it's kind of give and take in that aspect. So this is an awesome little car. It does get very reasonable fuel mileage, makes really good torque. It handles like very few other cars do. This car handles really, really well. It's tons of fun to drive, but still has all the creature comforts and all of the luxury aspects of a German car. So this really is the best of both worlds. It's a fantastic car, very low mileage, and very, very clean. That is our 2014 Porsche Cayman S. If you have any further questions, please feel free to check out our listing online at exoticmotorsportsok.com. Thank you for watching.